What's up, ass faces? Welcome back to Lab Session 109, episode 109, Bet with Juice. Thank you guys for tuning in on this Friday afternoon. Congratulations. We made it to another freaking weekend. We are going to get locked in on our 15 game MLB slate. But before we do that, I do want to recap from Wednesday night, talk a little bit about that Spurs and Knicks game in the Garden. How do you give up that How do you give up that big of a lead? The Spurs, what a choke job. That five legger that we did have though, we did go 3 for 5. I think it was Otto, Bryson. Where is he at? Where is he at? Freeman, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and then we had Carlos, 1.5 bases, and Mr. Wade Meckler, 1 hit. Kyle Carlos, Eric's kid. You suck. You didn't get the job done. And then Mr. Wade Meckler also went 0 for. So, just wanted to recap that one. I don't think the home run slip did that great. I think that's the one we had Muncie on, and he did not do anything that day. So, we move on. We get locked in on a Friday slate. Pretty excited about today. I think we hit a big one today. First game up. Let's get locked in. Let's get rolling. Marlins versus Pirates. You do got Sandy Alcantara on the mound for the Marlins and got Braxton Ashcraft for the Pirates, former Cincinnati Red. We're going to Spencer Horwitz. Spencer's been on fire. He dogged the Dodgers. I think still got the series done. Still won the series, but kid's an animal, and he is going to make his first All-Star game this year. Spencer Horwitz, remember the freaking name. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs against Sandy Alcantara. Sandy has not been himself all year. He's been throwing a lot of balls, a lot of walks this year. This game should go to the Pirates pretty easily. I think Sandy has another bad game today. Sorry, Sandy. You did it to yourself. Mariners versus Nats. Next game up, you got Bryce Mitchell versus Zach Little. Almost kind of rhymes. Like if you ate some brittle. Shit, that was sick. Yeah, no, we're skipping that game. Not saying that's going to be a pitcher's duel. I just don't know who to trust in that Mariners lineup. I do think Zach Little gets rocked today. But I could be so wrong, and the Mariners could strike out a bunch. So we're going to stay away. The game, I was looking for it. It's because it got delayed. It's on the top of the lineup right now. That game's delayed right now, so it's fine. We don't have anybody from that game except Luke Raley, the lefty from Seattle, getting a yabo against Mr. Zach Little. Next game up, you can actually take this on Prize Picks. Padres versus Orioles. Don't trust either lineup, but you can take the over in today's game. They have it at 9.5. You got Griffin Canning for the Padres. Shane Baz for the Orioles. I actually think, what if these guys get locked in? That's why we're skipping this game. But I put over 9.5, but I put like a grumpy face, like I don't think that's gonna happen. But why do they have it at 9.5? So if you want to take anything from that game, I guess trust the books and take the over a 9.5. Maybe these guys just have a crappy game. Pitcher-wise, and they don't get the job done. Next game up, you got Tigers versus Guardians in Cleveland. You got Jack Flaherty on the mound for Detroit, and you got Mr. Tanner Bibby on the mound for Cleveland. Cleveland Guardians. We do not have anybody as far as the main slip, but Angel Martinez is on the home run slip, going yabo against Mr. Jack Flaherty. I do believe Guardians take this game pretty easily. Jack and Tanner could go back and forth, but I think there's a couple home runs given up in this game. Hopefully one of them's to Angel. Next game up, you got Rangers versus the Red Sox. I do believe I took Mr. Rafaela off the slip. Sorry, Boston Billy Willow. I don't trust this Red Sox team right now. I think Jack Leader is a good pitcher. Not great. He hasn't been great, but I think he locks in against this Red Sox team tonight in Fenway. We did have Rafaela for 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. We're shifting from that, not putting him on the main slip, but he is going on the 4-man Mega Lotto home run parlay that will pay for a trip to the Caribbean or the Med. I don't know. You guys freaking chime in. Let me know where we should freaking go. That'd be sick. I'll tell you guys right now, it's worth $10,000. Four guys to go Yaba tonight, worth $10,000. We'll get there eventually. Next game up, you got D-backs versus Reds. Another gentleman that I'll show you guys. I don't want to be like, oh, he's on the slip. Rafaela and Stewart are on the slip, on the notebook. But something's telling me, relax, stay away from them. I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong. I do got 16 minutes before these games start. So when I wrap up this episode, maybe I might put in a little six-legger and cover my butt. But Stewart, I don't think I have him on home run slip. I think he was going to go on that Mega Lotto one, but I took him off at the last second as well. Something tells me Eduardo Rodriguez, the lefty from Arizona, could be locked in. He hasn't been great. I think something tells me he's locked in against this Reds team. Could be wrong. I think if so, Stewart gets on, or Blade gets on. Stewart gets an RBI today. Brings in JJ Blade. Calling it right now. Sal Stewart RBI. That's what it was going to be. I just left it alone. Showing you again, like I didn't just show you 10 seconds ago. Next game up, you got Braves versus Mets. The next gentleman on the slip, you got Michael Harris batting in that 2 or 3 spot, I believe, going against Nolan McLean tonight in New York. New York. Yeah, so we're fading Nolan McLean because he's not very clean at all. Michael Harris get the job done. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yankees versus Blue Jays. We're skipping that game. You got Trey Yesavage for the Blue Jays, the runner-ups from last year. So we're skipping that. Like I said, Ryan Weathers. Once again, not the greatest pitcher, but last time we trusted a Blue Jay offensively, they screwed us over. Ernie Clement. I was going to say a really bad word. Stupid Blue Jay. Damn, I was gonna cuss out Ernie right now. Guy cost us a lot of money the other day. But keep it clean for the audience. Keep it clean. Yankees versus Jays, we're skipping it. Phillies versus Brewers. Next gentleman on our slip. I love this kid. He's not a kid. He's pretty old. One of the vets in the league. Andrew Vaughn. 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs against the Phillies. You got Milwaukee at home tonight, so they should come away with this win fairly easily. They just switched their pitcher. How do you guys do this? Yeah, it's supposed to be Andrew Painter, and now they're saying somebody named T. Banks is pitching. I don't give a crap. Andrew Painter, T. Banks, Tyra Banks. I don't give a crap. Get the job done. Andrew Vaughn. The Brewers are on fire. Stay on fire. Next game up. Next gentleman going on our slip. Jack Caglione. Astros versus the Royals. Kawatang on the mound for the Trastros. I hate that team so much. And then you got Luander Avila for the Royals tonight. Kid should be locked in. I think Kawatang gets rocked by the Royals tonight. Shout out my boy Zach if you're listening, if you're watching. Jack Caglione, told you he was going to be a star, bro. He's been on fire. He's been on fire these last couple games, the last couple weeks, actually. Next game up, you got Cardinals versus Twins. Listen here. Listen, Linda. You got Kyle Lehigh on the mound for St. Louis and Mr. Joe Ryan for Minnesota. Minnesota's playing at home. The Twins play a great ball game when they play in front of their home crowd. So, staying with that trend, we're fading Kyle Lehigh and we're going with our dog, Mr. Cody Clemens, the freaking lefty, son of the legendary Roger Clemens. He is in that 3 spot tonight. He gets this very easily. Trevor Larnach, Byron Buxton, do your job, get on base, let Cody Clemens bring you in, and then we go from there. Otherwise, he's going to have to do it by himself and hit a yabo, which I would love to see, but let's make it easier on Cody. Like I said, gentlemen, get on base for him. Let him bring you in. Next game up, I believe that's the last gentleman. Yeah. Oh, Jack Caglianone's not 1.5 hits, runs, or RBIs. I just said his name, I think. We're taking his fantasy score. So 5.5 fantasy score. There's a bunch of ways I could go about that. You could get walked twice. That's 4 points. And then he gets a hit by himself. He goes 0 for 1, or one hit on the day. You get what I'm saying. But we are taking his fantasy score. 5.5 should cash for us. But that is the last gentleman going on our main slip. Rays versus Angels. We're skipping that. I don't even think I have anybody hitting home runs on that one. Rockies versus the Athletics. Back in Las Vegas. I put the over. But it seems like whenever I take any of these players from either team, 4 other guys hit home runs. So we're leaving that alone. But like I said, there could be a lot of runs scored in that game, or there might not be. I don't know. You got that guy Gage Jump on the mound for the Athletics, and the Rockies were undecided on who was pitching tonight. So that was another reason why I'm leaving the game. I don't know who's pitching. Cubs versus Gigantes. Cubs versus Giants in San Francisco. My boy Willie. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna send it to you. This is my boy Willie's pick right here. Jung Ho Lee, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I told him I had it on the notebook, but we're leaving him alone. Just I don't like taking guys in San Francisco. It's hard. That I don't like that ballpark. But Jung Ho Lee has been on a tear, so I wouldn't be surprised if he got the job done tonight. I said we got about 10 to 12 minutes now. Maybe we throw him on that slip with Sal Stewart. But you got Javier Assad on the mound for the Cubs and Landon Roop for the Giants. This could be a good pitcher's duel, honestly. They have it at a kind of high total, but I think these guys could duel it out. We'll see what happens. Dodgers versus White Sox. This is not the last game of the night. It's obviously in the middle, but I always put our boys at the end because you save the best for last. They're the 2-time world champs, back-to-back champs. So you save the best for last. All I'm gonna say is, Roki, I hope you have a good game. I just wrote it on the bottom right there. And Southside, that's gonna be a tough crowd. I'm a Dodger fan, a die-hard Dodger fan, and I'm being as realistic as possible. It's going to be hard for him to play in Chicago, Southside Chicago, that is. They are going to be rowdy tonight for their White Sox. We do have so we don't have any offensive props for us, but we do got Colson Montgomery going Yabo against Roki Sasaki. I'm sorry, Roki. I'm sorry, Dodgers. We also have Miguel Vargas and the big O Yabo slip to go Dingers! I'm sorry, Roki. I'm sorry. I know your tendencies. You've been having decent starts, but you're due for one of those games today. Shohei's out of the lineup due to his injury. So, Shohei, get better soon. Please get better soon. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the notebook. We are freaking dialed. Signed off by your boy Juice. That's it. We're dialed. Let me show you real quick the home run slip one more time. Luke Raley, Angel Martinez, and Colson Monty Montgomery. Get the job done. Go Yabo. Figure it out against your pitchers. Finally, we got our slips in for. Let's go over the main slip. That starts in about 8 minutes. So we got 8 minutes. Let's freaking wrap this up. Spencer Horwitz, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs against Sandy Alcantara. Michael Harris against Nolan McLean. Same thing, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Andrew Vaughn, the vet, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Jack Caglione, 5.5 fantasy score. 5.5 fantasy score. This could come from walks, singles, RBIs. Jack, you've been on fire. Keep it going, kid. Cody Clemens, son of legendary Roger Clemens, a half hits, runs, or RBIs. Just one. A single hits, runs, or RBIs for the night. $27.50 to pay $302.50. This is the main slip, ladies and gentlemen. Lock it in. If you know, you got the slip already before I even started this episode. So if you guys, I'll say it right now. If you guys want slips before I start the episode, shoot me a freaking message, a DM on Twitter, on Instagram. You guys know where to find me. You guys know where to find me. And if you don't, just comment on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube and be like, yo, where do I find you? We're like, yo, just where do you find me? Simple as that. We'll get it done. But that is the main Yabo, main 5 geyser for the night. Let's see what Chris said. All right. Let's go to the main one that I want to show you guys. The main dudes that I got. So Luke Rayleigh, Angel Martinez, Colson Montgomery, all to go Yabo. $8 to win $1,000.43. I think that's a little bit too bright. I always gotta do it differently than Price Mix. Don't know why. There you go. Good sign. Kind of see the payout, but there you go. Our main 3 guys: Angel, Luke, Colson, Montgomery. And then real quick, gotta show you guys the main. This is 4 gentlemen. Like this is easy, Sedan, Rafaela, Red Sox, stand up, Boston Billy Willow, Angel Martinez, Josh Naylor, Miguel Vargas, all to leave the yard tonight. $6 to win $10,884. I'm telling you, this is paying for the vacation. This is paying for our summer vacation. There it is, boys. Read it and weep. Dang it. I hate this freaking thing. Come on. There you go. Kinda. All right. You can see the names. I just want you guys. There it is, right there. Boom. You see the payout. $10,000. All right. Oh, I told Billy I was gonna shout him out. This is Billy Spencer home run parlay. The Billy Spencer's home run parlay. Spencer Horwitz, Spencer Torkelson, Spencer Jones, all to go Yabo. $3 to win $1,118. The freaking Spencers, get it done. That would be sick. That would be awesome. I gotta rinse off real quick. Have me another little Millie Light. Oh, Miller Light, I'm tagging you in this again. Come on, sponsor ya boy. He's been on a tear this month. June is for juice. Thanks to Millie Light, keeping me hydrated. I'm getting the job done. Focusing in on my freaking notebook. Getting locked in the lab. I appreciate you guys tapping in, watching Lab Session 109, Episode 109, Bet with Juice. Cheers. That's what I was saying. I'm about to shower off because we're about to go to Big Rock Pub, watch USA versus Paraguay, with Dome and 102.7, the Fnac. It's going to be a blast tonight. Can't wait to see the boys over there. It's going to be lit. So, gentlemen, do your job. Everybody else, you guys have a freaking weekend. We got golf on Sunday. Let's get some birdies. Let's get some freaking shots. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a good night. Later.